Hey, Huron Academy. This is Mrs. Lane coming to you with the announcements for the week of October 23rd. Just our reminders, Metro Campus begins at 8 o'clock and Utica Campus begins at 8:30. Our doors do open 15 minutes before school begins. We have a few late starts coming up. This Friday, October 27th is a late start. And then we also have a late start on Friday, November 10th. So please mark your calendars. Just a reminder for parents dropping off at our Utica campus. In the morning, students must be dropped off at the curb, or please pull to a parking spot and have your students use the crosswalk. Please do not drop your child off in the middle lane or cut across in front of cars, even if you're walking with them. We use the crosswalk, and as adults, we want to model safety, so please make sure you're using the crosswalk or pulling over to the curb. Also, just a reminder, schools are smoking, vaping, and weapons free zones. So even if you're waiting in your car for your child before or after school, smoking and vaping are not permitted and weapons are not permitted on school property. Just a few reminders of dates coming up that you may want to keep on your calendar. Tuesday, October 24th is a bagel day at Utica. Wednesday, October 25th is our first girls basketball game for our middle school girls. They will be playing here. It's a home game, so the game is at 5 o'clock here at Utica. October 27th is a late start. October 27th is also the last day of the first quarter, and October 27th is our annual trunk or treat in the parking lot at 6 o'clock. That goes from 6 until 7:30 here at the Utica campus. It is a rain or shine event, and we normally get pretty busy, so you might want to be prepared and pack your patience, but hopefully it will be a wonderful evening for everybody. October 31st, of course, is Halloween. October 31st is also a bagel day. More information will be coming home about Halloween celebrations, so please make sure you look for that information coming home soon. November 1st, our middle school girls have a basketball game. This one is at 5 o'clock at Crescent Academy in Southfield. November 2nd is a Thursday. That is our first quarter conferences. It is a half day of school. We do have aftercare available, and conferences will be happening in the afternoon. Friday, November 3rd is a PTC Gene Day. It is also a half day, but please take note there is no aftercare available on November 3rd. Your children must be picked up at dismissal. There will be no one here to watch them after dismissal. November 3rd, we also have a Bounce House fundraiser happening, and I'm going to share more information about that. And that runs from 12 until 8. November 7th is a Tuesday, and that is another bagel day here at the Utica building. Just a reminder, in case you are not aware of our half-day dismissal schedule, preschool will get out of school on a half day at 11 o'clock. Now that will be for November 2nd and November 3rd. Kindergarten, first and second grade all get out at 11:30. I've heard the new parking system is phenomenal, so hopefully everyone will be getting out real quick. Third grade dismisses at 11:45. Fourth grade at 11:50, and then fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth graders all get out at noon. Students need to be picked up on a half day with no aftercare by 12:15, please. So make sure that you are here to get your child or make arrangements to have them picked up. On November 3rd in the afternoon, the PTC will be having a fundraiser at the Bounce House on Van Dyke Avenue. It is $15 per child. It is all day jumping from noon until 8 p.m. You can come and go. There will be a party room available from 1 until 3:30, and pizza is included with that ticket price. Pizza will be served from 2:30 to 3:30. You pay at the door. You mentioned the Huron Academy PTC. Here's the catch though. Students must attend school on Friday, November 3rd to participate, and we will be monitoring attendance. So this is kind of an incentive. We want the kids here on that half day on November 3rd. And so kind of to incentivize that, we would love for them to come to school and then be able to join us at the Bounce House fundraiser in the afternoon. Just another reminder, we do have Veterans Day coming up. That will happen on November 11th, and we want to honor and recognize our veterans, our family members who have served from families here at Huron Academy. So please make sure information has come home, but please make sure that you send in that information about your veterans so we can make sure that they are being honored. Some clubs and other information about clubs. Our girls basketball team practices on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 4:30 until 5:45. Our middle school destination imagination teams meet on Wednesdays from 4 until 5:30. And then we have Husky Bots on Tuesday, Chess Club on Tuesday and Thursday, and Dungeons and Dragons on Wednesdays. Here's a copy of our middle school girls basketball schedule. We will be making sure to share this on our social medias as well, and I'm sure students will bring home papers. But coming up, we do have our first game on October 25th versus Crescent Academy. That will be here at the Utica building at 5 o'clock. November 1st is a game versus Barber Prep. That is at 5 o'clock. And all of our away games are actually played at Crescent Academy in Southfield. So even if we're playing against a school that's not listed as Crescent Academy, if it is an away game, that is where they will play, at Crescent Academy. And then you can see we have more games coming up on November 8th, 15th, 29th, and then a couple games in December as well. Lunch this week at our Metro campus. On Monday, students can have a beef and cheese nacho with corn chips. Tuesday is a breaded chicken patty sandwich. Wednesday is an Italian meatball sub. Thursday is Alfredo penne pasta. And Friday will be a pizza day. At our Utica campus, on Monday, students can choose from beef and cheese nachos or a cheeseburger. Tuesday is a breaded chicken patty sandwich or a turkey hot dog. Wednesday is an Italian meatball sub or a beef hot dog. Thursday is Alfredo penne pasta or cheesy garlic flatbread. And Friday is pizza. One thing that has changed is that salad bar will be available to our Utica students every day of the week. So salad bar is an option for our students at the Utica building Monday through Friday. This week for the Positivity Project, we will be learning about creativity, which means coming up with new and original ways to think about and do things. A lot of times people think about creativity just as having to do with art, but it's not always just art-based. It has to do with generating different ideas and pursuing those ideas with energy and enthusiasm. And it is a process that takes courage, because when you are demonstrating creativity, you are sharing original ideas with others, even at the risk of being criticized. So we will tie creativity in with bravery and courage as well. And of course, you can always visit the Positivity Project's P2 for Families for more ways that you can practice and encourage creativity with your child. So our quote of the week comes from Albert Einstein, and he said, "Creativity is seeing what everyone else has seen and thinking what no one else has thought." So that's some food for thought this week as we discuss creativity. The weather this week is definitely showing that fall is here to stay. It's going to be pretty chilly, especially in the mornings. Towards the end of the week, it looks like we might have some rain. So again, students may want to make sure they're bringing hoodies or jackets with them. And as long as it's not raining, we go outside for recess. It has been pretty breezy and chilly, so students might want to make sure they're dressing accordingly for any time spent outside. I'd like to make sure we wish a happy birthday to Mr. A and Mrs. Gray, who are both celebrating on October 23rd. Miss Silvana, who runs everything having to do with our lunch, will be celebrating on October 28th. Mrs. Hinton has a birthday on November 2nd, and Mrs. Gardella will be celebrating her birthday on November 7th. So happy birthday to all of our friends who have birthdays coming up. Here's just a few pictures of some of the things that went on this past week. Our preschoolers went on a field trip, and I love the picture with the goat. We were doing all kinds of learning activities from math and science. They were testing how sugar affects teeth by using eggs and putting them in different liquids. We had students working on different French words, using technology to check out different reading programs, and using those fun old-fashioned, I think they're called cootie catchers, right? That's what we used to call them anyways, to do some practice as well. So it looks like everyone had a wonderful week of learning. If you're not following us, make sure you check us out on Facebook. That is where you will always get up-to-date information, as well as being able to see pictures of things that are going on throughout the week, any things coming up. You can submit questions and things like that. So make sure you're following us on Facebook. You can also follow us on Instagram and X. Our website is huronacademy.org. And of course, you can always call us at either the Metro campus or the Utica campus, so we can help you if you have any questions or concerns. With that, I hope everyone has a wonderful week as we gear up towards Halloween and all the craziness that comes along with that. Please know there will be lots of information coming home about the upcoming Halloween celebrations, and make sure you mark your calendars for those first quarter conferences on November 2nd. We love being able to see our families and catch up with parents, especially when we don't get to see you every day. So please put that on your calendar. We would love to be able to see you. Have a wonderful week, everybody.